Hello and welcome back to Beat That Bird, the newest game show where we take on the one and only giant bird of the Wind Waker universe. And ooh, that was a close one. Feathers, particle effects, and giant hammers. How did that miss? That shouldn't have missed. I was right on top of him. Man, I'm just lucky today. Oh, maybe I'm not missing? Maybe I am hitting him? Yeah, there's some cracks in that helmet. I guess that must be. Tis not the best boss fight. Ow! Why didn't I move? Hit me. Not really. Ha ha! Well, are you a handsome little fella? I could probably just hit him with my sword at this point, but the hammer's the kind of massive overkill that Wind Waker needs. That's what you get for stealing my sister! Big bad bird! Feathers. So many feathers. Gracefully falling down, landing on the ground around me. All that remains of my foe are these feathers and this heart, which I claim for my own. You got a heart container! Well, that's all for this episode of Beat That Bird! This show has now been discontinued. It's the view Ganondorf sees. It's all black. Explains a lot. Into the warm glow of the room. It's been a while, boy. You've done well to sneak into my fortress and wriggle your way all the way up here. I suppose the least I can do is commend you for your reckless courage. My name is Ganondorf, and I am the master of the Forsaken Fortress. Your skin's green! By the way, boy, when you drew that sword of yours out of its pedestal, did you by chance notice how all of the monsters frozen in time down there suddenly began stirring again? Do you understand precisely what that means? I highly doubt you do. Foolish child. Well, that sword is indeed the blade of evil's bane. At the same time, it has long played another role. You see, it is also a sort of key. A most wretched little key that has kept the seal on me and my magic intact. By withdrawing the blade, you've broken that seal. Ah, I don't understand this, I'm just gonna hit him! Ah! That didn't work. Child abuse. You cannot defeat me with a blade that does not sparkle with the power to repel evil. What you hold is useless. It has not been yet blessed by the arbitrary whims of the developers. Go back to the world below and tell that to the pathetic fools who made this blade. Its power is gone, and its edges are dull.
Come on, Link, get up.
You pathetic little sea rat. My Triforce of Power is resonating. At long last I have found you, Princess Zelda. Feigning ignorance will gain you nothing. Tell me, if you are not Zelda, then why do you have this fragment of the Triforce? Now... What the... What? What? They were fish people in my day. Stupid birds. No. Bring it on. Boom!
You gotta admit, that is a darn satisfying scene to watch. Yeah, you get him, Baloo. Also, Prince Kamali can actually carry someone now. That's pretty cool. Ah, can we just stop for a moment and appreciate the just how beautiful this game is? Oh, so pretty. That's good to hear. It'd be rather inconvenient to the plot if she died. I mean, what? Hey! I've never gotten to hear this dialogue either. This is one of the translated things. Still, it is not too soon for us to relax. Ganon cannot be destroyed by such simple means as wrath and fire. I'm aware of this. You don't have to be all smarty pants on me. I thought our first priority would be to separate these two from Ganon's grasp. I see, I agree. Very well then, we are counting on you. Wait, no, cannot be defeated by fire, wrath. I know that. I'm the king of red lions. I've been around. Yeah, big dragon. He's not still listening, is he? I am, like, I'm made of wood. Bye. You have a nasty tendency of telling me you'll explain things later and then not explaining them. So there's an awesome joke here that Arlo did that I'm not going to copy. But let's just say it's really funny, and I recommend that you at least go watch his video from this part on his Let's Play channel. Because he had this great gag. Anyway. I can't see this section without thinking of it, okay? Long story. But it's kind of your home. He got burned by a big red dragon with tiny little wings. Talking. You're right here. You should know. Okay. That's what you think. Just hear the king now. Well, excuse me, princess. Sorry, couldn't resist. Have I used that line yet this playthrough? I probably have. But I can't help it. It's too good. Well, don't you sound important? That facial expression is the best thing. She just follows you around. Hey, princess! Look! Overexposure. Anyway. Notice the King of Red Lions is not moving. You know how to climb stairs? I'll leave you to figure it out. I think you're smart enough. Wow, you're smart enough to instantly teleport. Who needs stairs? You're right. Shouldn't this be closed? The fact that it is open out of nowhere disturbs me. It's a good thing you're smart enough to instantly teleport. Can you teach me this, this magic art? It'd be a very useful ability to have. The royal family's gossip stone. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Have neither of you heard the tales? Tales of the kingdom spoken of in the legend of the great hero? The place where the power of the gods lies hidden? This place, where the two of you now stand, is that kingdom. This is Hyrule. And I am its king, Daphne's no Hansen Hyrule. Link, do you not recognize my voice? Indeed, I am the one who guided you here. I am the King of Red Lions. There was no need for me to reveal my true identity to you, so long as that blade, the Master Sword, could defeat Ganon. But now, both of you must listen to me. Once long ago, this land of Hyrule was turned into a world of shadows by Ganon, who sought to obtain the power of the gods for his own evil ends. My power alone could not stop the fiend, and our only choice was to leave the fate of the kingdom in the hands of the gods. When the gods heard our pleas, they chose to seal away not only Ganon, but Hyrule itself. And so, with a torrential downpour of rain from the heavens, our fair kingdom was soon buried beneath the waves, forgotten at the bottom of the ocean. Yet all was not lost, for the gods knew that to seal the people away with the kingdom would be to grant Ganon's wish for the destruction of the land, and my apologies for all the noise you probably just heard. So before the sealing of the kingdom, the gods chose those who would build a new country and commanded them to take refuge on the mountaintops. Those people were your ancestors. Hundreds of years have passed since then. So long as Ganondorf was not revived, Hyrule would remain below, never waking from its slumber. Tetra, come to me! This necklace you wear is part of a sacred treasure called the Triforce of Wisdom, which has been passed down for many ages within the royal family of Hyrule. Your mother passed this down to you and instructed you to treasure it, and to guard it with your life. Am I not correct? The Triforce of Wisdom is none other than the sacred power of the gods that we have kept from Ganon's clutches for so many long years. The gods placed upon your ancestors the task of protecting it from evil's grasp. You too must abide by the laws of the past, and so the time has come for me to teach you the fate into which you were born, the very reason that you live. That the developers may neuter your character, and turn one of the best parts of this game into something really disappointing. I mean, what? Nice little callback in the music there to the Link to the Past opening. I present to you your golden play button. You have reached 1 million subscribers. By law, all princesses of Hyrule must remove their tans and wear this outfit, and be kept from the main story unless it's Spirit Tracks, which has the best version of Zelda ever. Like, seriously? You don't have to play Spirit Tracks. I haven't really. But go watch the story with Zelda. She is the best thing ever. Anyway. You are the true heir of the royal family of Hyrule, the last link in the bloodline. You are Princess Zelda. Nice Zelda theme there. You're confused, aren't you? I suppose such is to be expected. Link. I'm No, wait. Is that her or him? Yes, it is him. But now that it is known that Tetra is indeed Princess Zelda, Ganon will be searching frantically for this child in an attempt to get the power of the gods that she possesses. He will not rest until he has found her. Okay, here's the problem with this. One, he was already searching for her. They explicitly said that at the beginning of the game. He was sending out his giant bird to search for girls who looked like her so that he could capture her. So you cannot say that it is a new event that he's searching for her. Secondly, despite the fact that he's been searching for her, it seems like the safest place would be on a mobile ship, because here's the thing about Ganon, we have not yet seen that he has any kind of navy. Even though he lives on the ocean, it seems like a rather big oversight. But we haven't seen that he has a navy. She'd have a whole pirate crew to defend her. They could move constantly so that it would be a whole lot harder to find her. And if they were allowed to, go outside the borders of the map, then they could get really far away. But no, what does he do? He takes this place that now is like Ganon's powers have been awakened and everything, and he says, let's hide her here. This was bad, but that's also kind of part of the plot, because it's sort of a thing that this was the wrong decision, and it sort of helps King Daphne's come to a realization that happens at the end, which is questionable in and of its own right, but we'll get to that later. If he succeeds, the ancient kingdom under the sea will be turned into a land of shadow and despair, and so will the world you know above the waves. Link, I need you to lend me your strength in this dark hour. I have a suspicion about what has caused the Master Sword to lose its power. I need for you to come with me back to the lands above the water, and return the power to repel evil to the Master Sword. Zelda. It is far too dangerous for you to join us in this task. Fortunately, this sacred chamber is not yet known to Ganon. It is my wish that you wait here in hiding until we return. Can you imagine how scary it must have been when Ganondorf showed up? Because, I mean, spoilers, I know, but it's an old game, okay? Can you imagine how scary it must have been when Ganondorf showed up and she was just here, completely defenseless? Someone who was used to being in command and had a whole pirate crew and doing cool stuff, just defenseless, waiting in here, and Ganondorf showed up. Shows up. Just, can you imagine how terrifying that must have been? Anyway. Come. I must go this way because they did not program me with a walking animation. I'm just hearing Arlo's commentary the whole time I watch this. It's too good. His section is way better than mine. Nah, it's all cool. Yeah, that's totally what he said. Nah, it's all cool. He did the hand gesture and everything. Looks down like, where'd these gloves come from? Now we can move. Listen well. The fact that the Master Sword has lost the power to repel evil suggests to me that something has happened to the sages who infused the blade with the god's power. Makes sense.
Wait. Why are you referring to only 2 sages? There were a whole lot more than that. Oh, wait, that's right, because this game was rushed. Dun dun dun! Yeah, there were a bunch of dungeons that were supposed to be in this game and weren't. Now here is where the linearity, like, I feel like I'm being rather critical of Wind Waker in this section, but frankly, this is probably the weakest section of the game. So, here's the thing. And this is something I have to point out. This is an example of completely needless linearity. Because what we're about to find out is that we have to go and do 2 different dungeons, which are actually both, I think, fairly decent dungeons. Especially, can't remember which one I liked more. Was it the Earth Temple or the Wind Temple? I liked both of them. But here's the thing. So you gotta go on the map to these places to get items so that you can go to those 2 temples. And once you go to those 2 so that you can go to where you find the sages, and then the sages will take you to the temples, sort of. And you'd think you could do them in either order, and there's absolutely no reason that you cannot do them in either order. There's no reason. The items that you get don't affect the game any differently. There's no reason for it to be to be linear here. It even shows both areas on the map at the same time, and you can clear every condition required of both of them. But it makes you do them in a specific order. Why? I don't know. But I found this out by attempting to do it in the other order and not being able to. And I was like, what's going on? It just won't let you. And I think that that's just really sad. It'd be one of the few times this game could really be non-linear, and it just wasn't. And then, of course, sorry about the noise there. Then, of course, we've got this. Defeated Ganon, piece of the Triforce, Triforce of Courage, split into 8 shards. So I told you that there were supposed to be a lot more dungeons. Well, this is the thing. This is how they did. They padded it out. This is the infamous, the dreaded Triforce Fetch Quest. Now, I want to do one more thing before I call it an episode. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, so I don't have these labeled. Now, that's Tingle Island, so it wasn't Forsaken Fortress, that's one of the warping points. Windfall, Dragon Roost, Outset, Southern Fairy Island, Forest Haven, Tower of the Gods. Not sure what that is. I think this is the one we want. I think this is Mother and Child. Whee! Nope, it's not. Where are we? This is Tingle. I thought that might be the case. Despite what I said, I had misgivings. I just tried to sound confident. So, this must be Mother and Child. So it's an island that you can visit, but you can't get up to the top of it ordinarily. Yeah, this is right. But once you get the warp song, you can warp up here, and it's awesome. In a way. It's also kind of creepy. Just doing all the things in this episode. So many different important plot points. We do need to do this, though, I think. Hi. Yeah? I worked here. There's this cyclone guy. Notice, by the way, that she's got a doll that looks like the other fairies. Okay. I think I'm too much in shock to be surprised right now. Ah! Okay. Now here's the thing about the fairies. The fairies in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask were creepy in their own way. And, well, they had other problems that I'm not going to go into on this channel. But, at least I'm not going to go into them right now. That just looks like it was painful. But, this fairy takes the cake. This is the creepiest fairy I've ever seen in Zelda. Just sort of floats down like this. Gets this weird remix. Apparently is older than me and says that she likes me. It's like, just everything feels wrong. And then to seal the deal, he's like, what the heck is this? Link's just awkward and doesn't know what to do. Seriously, if you have to address... Oh, and then she looks like a limp puppet. That's just wrong. Quick, let's get out of here. To Outside Island and step on it. If you have to address someone as child and you say, you're just my type, there's a problem. Anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and get to Outside Island here, and then I think I'm gonna call it an episode. Next time, we start by learning a super spinny move, or actually no, we probably start by getting the mail, since the mailbox appears to be wanting our attention. Good to be home. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, Jesus loves you.